And with that, New York City Pride has officially begun. Now, organizers are getting ready as millions of people are expected in the city for the Zen Pride Parade this weekend. Joining me now to talk about all of the events is co-chair of NYC Pride, David Studinski. Thank you so much for being here.
Happy Pride. Thank you for having me.
Right. I saw you smiling. This has already kicked off to a fantastic event. So many things make this year so special. Not only is it the 50th anniversary of Stonewall and the uprising there, but we talk about it being here in New York City. Let's start with, what does Pride mean for people that maybe aren't familiar with the term?
You know, this is a event that happens every single year, and we'll talk about why in just a bit, but this is a moment of visibility for our community. For those of us who have faced oppression, persecution, and even worse over the years, this is a moment for us to step out of the closet, step out of the darkness and say, we are here, we are proud, hence pride, and we're not going anywhere. And what I always tell people is this moment that you get when you look at what people call a parade, we call it a march because this is still a march for our rights. When you look down that march route, on Fifth Avenue, and you see nothing but just a rainbow flood, you know that if you've ever questioned yourself anywhere along the way, you know at that point you're not alone.
Oh, this is really well said. So the theme for World Pride is millions of moments of pride. So what does that mean? Why did you select that? I think you kind of touch on it there, but go into detail.
Millions of moments, you know, exactly like I just referenced, that first moment you have, your first Pride moment. Everyone has one. It means something special to them. This year for World Pride, the 50th anniversary of the Stonewall uprising, everyone will have millions of moments to celebrate. And so far, I think if last night is any indication, we are well on our way to delivering those moments to people.
Absolutely. So World Pride, what does it take to bring it to New York City?
This is an effort. I tell you, our organization, Heritage of Pride, started a committee back in 2009. So we've been working on this for over a decade for Stonewall 50. The bid for World Pride took place in 2015. It's awarded from the International Organization of Pride Organizers, called Interpride. It was given to us in 2015 in Vegas, and since then, our team and our organization has been hard at work to bring this home to New York.
I feel like New York City is such a great place to be. What was the issue? Why did it take so long?
You know, it's one of those things where the World Pride title is very much in its infancy. This started in 2000. It actually was birthed in 1997 right here in New York. So it's just taken a little bit of a while to make a round trip back to the city, but there's no other better occasion you could imagine to bring it home than the 50th anniversary of the Stonewall uprising.
Yeah, when we talk about that, explain the significance for those that maybe aren't familiar with what this did to change the entire conversation.
Absolutely. Well, we all know Stonewall down on Christopher Street, and you know, tonight, actually, overnight, Thursday into Friday, tomorrow is actually the official commemoration day. That is the night back in 1969 that a group of LGBT community members, primarily I should point out people of color, trans, and also children, homeless, fought back against police when they raided that bar, and they said, no, we're not taking this anymore, we're pushing back. And that is the night Pride was born. And so we are gathering together 50 years later to celebrate that monumentous occasion in our rights.
And we were talking a little bit before about what we call parade, but you're referring to as a march, and how much it has grown, and this year is bigger and better, so much so that you had to change the parade route because so many people want to take part. Just walk me through what we're going to see.
Well, this is an amazing route this year. We're going to kick it off in Midtown, route it down Fifth Avenue, through the Village, past Christopher Street, through Christopher Street, past Stonewall Inn, and then back up through Chelsea. So touching a lot of important neighborhoods here in the city. We have 150,000 people registered to march. Just on a normal year, by the way, we're talking 60 to 70. So that's 400 groups, 160 floats, and by the way, we're about 75% nonprofit groups who are marching in that. So this is still very much grassroots. This is still very much people in our community getting out and saying, hey, we're here and we are proud.
So I'm assuming that you're going to be marching as well, right? You're going to be in there.
I'll be somewhere.
You're in that mix.
I'll be somewhere.
So what is that? You're going to be very busy. But I just want to know for you personally, as you walk by on the 50th anniversary and you take a look at Stonewall Inn, what is that moment? Is it going to be emotional for you?
This whole week has been emotional. This month has been emotional. It's still surreal, to be honest. Even just last night at Barclays Center, a beautiful opening ceremony. We're staring at this logo that a lot of us have worked and driven our lives toward for the last 4 years that everyone is now taking part of. And it's just a moment where to be able to stand on the shoulders of people who came before me and to be able to do what I'm doing right now, I'm extremely blessed. I'm extremely honored to carry forward this movement because this has truly been a community effort.
And there's more than just the March Parade that's going to be going on. You have a few other events that you want to touch on. Let's talk about it.
Absolutely. We have a great weekend in store. Once again, the Stonewall Rally tomorrow night taking place on Christopher Street. We hope to see everybody out there. An amazing, powerful event. This one also brings my eyes. Youth Pride Saturday taking place, Central Park Summer Stage. And of course, as we move into Sunday, the March and Pride Fest, our annual events taking place here in Manhattan. And then the big one, the big closing ceremony, the Crossroads of the Universe in Times Square, Sunday night. Melissa Etheridge headlining that event. We are super excited. I should, of course, mention Pride Island. Sold out for anybody who's still looking to get tickets, so you better find some friends. But we're super honored to have Grace Jones, Kim Petras, and, of course, the one and only Madonna doing a couple songs for us on Sunday
Who never
night.
heard of her?
Yeah, I guess she
Just a
decided
little
to drop
no-name.
by. A super
That's
great fan of the community.
David, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Hope you have a
Happy Pride.
great weekend, and we fingers crossed that the weather cooperates for
Thank you.